Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel, and today we have some pretty interesting news coming straight from Activision themselves in a rather indirect way. So, by now I'm sure most of you know about Tom Henderson. He is a very prominent leaker within the gaming industry. He has leaked us so much information about the Call of Duty franchise, and it turns out he was right about Modern Warfare Roman numeral 2. So what he likes to do is he sees like early gameplay, right? He's claiming that he's seen some early pre-alpha gameplay. Modern Warfare 2 Ghost is saying the same thing. They're both claiming they've seen some early pre-alpha gameplay of the next Call of Duty title for Call of Duty 2022, which is going to be Call of Duty Modern Warfare Roman numeral 2. Basically, Modern Warfare 2 with 2 eyes instead of a normal 2. I know it's stupid, but that's what the next game is going to be. They both claim they've seen some pre-alpha gameplay. Well, what Tom Henderson likes to do is he likes to like take some of the cover art and some of the things that he's seen, and he like draws it up essentially. And he'll sometimes like edit images to make it so they don't get picked up by Activision's automatic copyright. And he posted to Twitter. It was basically an image that said Modern Warfare with like a Roman numeral 2 next to it, and there was like 5 soldiers all walking next to each other. Well, Activision didn't like that. Apparently, he didn't edit the image well enough. I don't know, but either way, the image got taken down by Activision. So that basically confirms that Modern Warfare Roman numeral 2 is in fact going to be the next Call of Duty title. I mean, normally when it comes to like leaks and rumors and stuff like that, Activision's kind of like, let's maybe not touch that, because if they touch it too early, then people are going to be aware of it, and then people are going to know that it's actually going to be the next game. Well, this time around, they didn't really seem to care, which I think that might have something to do with Call of Duty Vanguard. Call of Duty Vanguard has been on sale seemingly more than it hasn't been on sale. The launch for the game in the UK is the worst launch that we've had since 2007, which is like 14, 15 years. That is insane. And the game is getting terrible reviews. Sledgehammer Games is refusing to update it. The poor social media guy. Oh my goodness. So I wake up this afternoon, because I'm up all night streaming every night pretty much, but I wake up this afternoon, I open up Twitter, and one of the first things I see is this tweet from the official Call of Duty account talking about Radar and how much they like Radar, and like, where are your favorite spots on Radar? And I'm like, this poor social media guy has no idea that the map spawns you underneath it and that you can simply get out of the map by just running. There's 2 different spots where you can just run straight out of the map and then go glitch inside some rocks and try and get some V2 rockets. Like, the map is actually unplayable. If you guys haven't played the Radar playlist, like, every single time you play it, like, 2 or 3 people are on the outside of the map trying to kill you. Like, it's actually insane. Like, I have people on my team that are glitching out of the map trying to kill people on the other team that glitched out of the map. Like, it's insane how bad the game is and how little Sledgehammer Games is actually supporting Call of Duty Vanguard. And now we have basically official confirmation from Activision that the next Call of Duty title is going to be coming this October/November. And man, I'm just like, I'm at the point where it's like, why? Why is this a thing? I've been talking about this for a while here on the channel, but annual releases in COD are the reason why COD is as bad as it is, and why it releases in such a poor state year after year. Imagine if like any other form of media was like the Call of Duty franchise, where no matter what, regardless if it's finished, the product had to come out at a certain time. Every October or November, the game has to come out no matter what, because it has to meet that yearly annual quota that they're essentially doing, right? Imagine if movies were the same way. Imagine if every movie that came out had to come out no matter what on the exact same time every single year, regardless of whether or not it was finished being edited or that the filming was finished or anything like that. They just had to push the movie out. Imagine if like every music album that came out had to be out at the exact same time every single year, no matter what, regardless of whether or not it was properly mixed and whether or not the artist was happy with the result. They just had to push it out no matter what. Like, imagine if that was the case. But that's what we have here with the Call of Duty franchise. No matter what, they push the game out at the same time every year, regardless of whether or not it's ready. And I feel as though the biggest problem is the fact that they're doing that, right? They're doing it because of the annual release cycle, because they want to please their shareholders. It's because they make so much money off the games themselves. And I was talking about this in my Twitch chat last night while trying to stream Vanguard, which has just been quite the experience. But people were asking something to the effect of like, well, why don't they just do a game every 3 years? Like, why don't they have like Sledgehammer Games and Treyarch and Infinity Ward all pull together, put out one massive game every 3 years? That game should surely make a ton of money and it'll just work out really well. And I explained the way of the world essentially to a couple of those guys, because while I like the idea of one massive COD coming out every 3 3 years. It's not going to happen because they make so much money off of these bad Call of Duty titles every single year. And the way I described it was as a YouTuber, right? As a YouTuber. So I've done a lot of like large videos where I've done like top 10 maps in COD history, top 10 guns, top 10 removed features, like things like that like actually take a lot of research, a lot of time, lots of editing, and videos I'm very proud of, right? They take a long time to make, but those videos, while they're fun and they take a ton of effort, it doesn't put food on the table, I guess, if that really makes sense. So I tried to explain it like this, essentially. I could do one massive video a week, right? One amazing, massive video with guest YouTubers on there and hire editors and hire thumbnails and hire graphic artists and like do all sorts of crazy stuff and put out like an amazing video once a week. Or I can make 7 shorter videos throughout the entire week. Which one is going to like pay my bills better? And the answer is the 7 shorter videos throughout the entire week, because putting all my time and effort into putting all my eggs in one basket, essentially, is not nearly as profitable. While I like to do those big videos because it's a passion project, and I think it's fun to make those top 10 lists or those retrospectives and things like that, while it's fun, yes, making normal videos is what actually makes this my job and what allows me to pay my bills and stuff like that. And the same is true of Activision, except they're not paying their bills, they're lining their wallets at this point, right? The reason why they do this is because if they were to put all their eggs in one basket with one massive COD, it would make money, but they're making much more money being the best-selling game every single year, regardless of whether or not the game is actually complete and whether or not the game actually is supported by the developers. I mean, case in point, you look at Black Ops Cold War, for example. Dark Matter to this day still does not work properly in that game. You look at Call of Duty Vanguard here, which I believe to be objectively the buggiest, most incomplete launch of a COD title ever. Like, the content that we have is good, but the actual like bugs and the problems and like the sheer like laundry list of issues, it's the worst COD we ever had at launch. Like, it's really, really bad, and we're over a month into the game's life cycle and Sledgehammer's barely touched anything. Right, and yet they're still making tons of money. I would not be surprised whatsoever if Call of Duty Vanguard was the best-selling game this year. I just think that's the way it's going to be, because Battlefield did the exact same thing, right? I'm at the point now where video games aren't something I even look forward to anymore. Like, when people ask, like, what are some games you're looking forward to that are coming out? I'm like, none of them. Have you seen the gaming industry lately? Like, anytime a new game comes out, they rush it out to meet some sort of, like, quota or release it within a certain window so they can maximize profits for the holiday season. And the game's buggy and it's broken. At least Battlefield are trying to fix it, but Vanguard, they're not fixing it really whatsoever. Halo's the only game that's actually kind of complete, but then again, that's a free-to-play game with zero progression in it. It's just, the state of the games industry right now is horrible. It is depressing, and we now know that another Call of Duty is coming next year, as if there was any question, but Modern Warfare Roman numeral 2 has essentially been confirmed by Activision. And that means that Treyarch's likely working on the game that was leaked about them, where, if you guys haven't heard about this, apparently Treyarch is going to be releasing, after Modern Warfare Roman numeral 2, they're going to have like a semi-futuristic game similar to Black Ops 2, and then presumably Sledgehammer Games is going to have their next game right after that. They said before Vanguard even came out that they would like to do at least 2 more World War II games, because there's a bunch of other stories they would like to tell. And while that's interesting, well, I think that's kind of cool. At the same time, it's like, if they're already working on their next game, how about they finish the game they already put out? Like, fix this game before beginning work on your next one. That's another problem with the annual release cycle. So I guess we'll have to wait and see how things are going to play out long term. But yeah, Modern Warfare Roman numeral 2, not a remaster of Modern Warfare 2's multiplayer, but rather an entirely new IP that is going to be a sequel to Modern Warfare 2019. That is apparently what's coming out in less than a year now, thanks to Tom Henderson and thanks to Activision for striking down his images. But ladies and gentlemen, that's all I have for you here in this video. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, consider leaving a like. Leave your thoughts and feedback down there in the comments. Be sure to subscribe if you're new around here, and I hope you guys all have a wonderful day.